magic. Vicious cycle like an addict. I'm trying to gain what I'm lacking. I guess I'm used to being the one that's always damaged. Hey, I'm bottled up, out of manage, and sick of everybody cause nobody's understanding. I don't wanna talk cause I know what they be saying. Maybe it's too late. One foot in my grave. Could it be my fault? I've been running from a fight, feeling down and out of sight, doing anything that might make me feel right.
Good evening, how are you? Hope you're all okay. The first thing that I'm going to do is take these headphones off because they are loud. How is everyone? Hope you're all okay. It's been a while. It's been a while since we did this kind of thing. Let me know, by the way, if anything is too loud or too quiet. The one thing that I've learned is the last time that I streamed, we were using a PC, and this time round we're using a Mac. And the one thing that I've learned is that the Mac is terrible for streaming. It's great for making music, it's great for all that kind of stuff, but for streaming it is awful. David Valdez, hi from South Texas. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the show. Thank you very much for saying hello and joining us. So what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be just hanging out. We're going to try and do this every Wednesday night, and we'll just have a look at some music news for the week and see what's been happening in the music industry. We're going to have a look at some of the trending music reactions and see what all the fuss is about, essentially. And then if there's any kind of requests or anything like that we've had through, we'll listen to a few of them. Chris Smith, hello from Indianapolis, Indiana. Hello, Chris Smith. How are you? I hope you're good. We've got two Americans over here. What have you guys been up to this week? I am at the moment. I am high on paracetamol and ibuprofen. I think I've got like a strep infection at the back of my throat. Basically, without painkillers or paracetamol, I feel like death warmed up. I just want to go to sleep all the time. Like I said, let me know if that Spotify is a bit too loud. I don't think it is, but it is through these headphones. I'm really trying to get to grips with the Mac and getting all the streaming stuff right. I really do need two screens as well, for starters. Everything is so hard to manage on one screen. But yeah, it's really weird. I'm trying to find a way of being able to control the Spotify volume that doesn't affect the YouTube volume, that doesn't affect any of the other volumes, and I'm still trying to figure out how to do it. I think it might be a little bit trial and error tonight, and hopefully as the streams go on, we'll get better at it and everything will become a lot smoother. For those of you that were here on the countdown, you can see that my countdown was broke. It said that it was on 9 seconds for probably the whole 10 minutes, so I need to fix that. But like I said, it's the first time I've streamed off a Mac. It's the first time I've streamed in a long time, and I just need to act like this is a brand new channel, because it's all brand new equipment. It's a whole brand new setup. So in essence, it's a new setup. Gotta relearn how to do it all again. But I hope you're all okay. Who else is here? Don't be afraid to say hello. We've got David and Chris that have said hello already. What have you been up to this week? What have I been up to this week? I did a video for YouTube on Monday around guitar tones and how you can emulate pretty much any band in the world, so you can get your guitar to sound like Metallica or Green Day, Jimi Hendrix, or whatever it is, using this really cool app called Tonebridge, which is great. So if you're into making music, or if you're into guitar and you're just like sitting around and if you're interested in trying to get your guitar to sound like one of your favourite bands, then Tonebridge is great for that. Chris Smith has multiple job interviews. That sounds exciting, but also sounds stressful as well. That sounds really stressful. I hope it's not like too many. Like, I think anything more than 3, and I think that would stress me out. Although, actually, would it? Because once you've got one set of answers, you've got, like, you pretty much get asked the same kind of questions each interview, don't you? Yeah. I went for an interview a couple of weeks ago, and it was as a cover teacher in a high school, and I don't know, just something got hold of me, and as I was in there, we was with other candidates, which I thought was weird, and this guy told me that he was already a cover teacher. He'd been doing it for months, and I lost it. In my head I was like, he's got the job. So yeah, I left, which I've never done that before. I'm usually quite good at holding everything together, but yeah, that was definitely an interview from hell. I got in there in the interview room. Bear in mind, I haven't done cover teaching before, and they were basically just like, right, as part of your interview, you're going to take a lesson. Tommy, you've got a Year 7 English class in 5 minutes. And I was like, what? No, I haven't. I was like, I don't know what to do. And then when this guy that I knew was a cover teacher, he was just like, yeah, I'll take it in my stride. I was just like, no, I'm going to make a fool of myself. So yeah, having multiple job interviews, Chris, doesn't sound fun at all. Good luck for them anyway. Are they all a similar kind of job? That would probably, I'd assume that they are a similar kind of job. But yeah, just good luck with it. And I hope everything goes okay. For those of you that are rejoining or newly joining to the stream, let me know if the sound is too quiet on the mic. Let me know if that Spotify music is a little bit too loud or a little bit too quiet. Remind me as well to turn it off when we're actually listening to some music, because I'll probably forget, so you'll have a music reaction with Spotify in the background. So yeah, like I said, might be trial and error for the first couple of streams. David Valdez says, wife and I went to see the legendary blues artist Buddy Guy on his farewell tour in Austin last Saturday. Opening bands were amazing. Eric, is that Gales or Gales? And Ali Venable, amazing night of music. Do you know, I've not heard of Buddy Guy, but if he is a legendary blues artist, then you've seen someone that has... You've seen someone that's had a real impact on that genre. So you've seen someone special. So that sounds really good. And you said the opening bands were pretty cool as well. So... yeah, good on you. Good on you for getting out and seeing them, and yeah. Buddy Guy, blues. What is he? Is he a guitarist or is he a singer? I'm always interested in checking out new music. Doesn't sound like he is new music, but to me he would be new music. But yeah, that sounds cool. Guitarist and vocals. Okay, cool. You'll laugh so hard you'll pee yourself. Motley Crue, real lyrics. Okay. Should we have a look at what the latest music news is then? Let's see what's going on, because I was doing this last week, and I've always stayed in my little musical bubble. Very, very small. To be fair, this channel has massively increased my palette, if you like, musically. Just see if the guys on Discord know that I've gone live, just letting them know. But I was looking at the music news last week, and half of it I was like, either I don't know who that person is, or what happened a lot of the time, why is that news? So it was like, this person wore this dress to this award show, and I was like, is that news? Like, how? And I don't want to be the kind of guy that just slates new music, like, oh, the music industry today. But if that is the only bit of news that you can make, that someone was wearing a certain dress to an award ceremony, It's like, is that all you've got for music? So let's have a look. Let's just do a Google search for latest music news, and let's see what pops up. So Enemy are usually pretty good. Hayley Williams, Sheryl Crow, and more to play an LGBTQ plus benefit concert in Tennessee. Okay. I know Sheryl Crow is. Who's Hayley Williams? Who is Hayley Williams? Oh, Paramore singer. Okay. Cool. Other acts to include Hosier, Brothers Osborne, Amanda Shires, Julian Baker, Jay Oladokun, Yola, Jake Wesley Rogers, and Mia Byrne. See, it's things like this that make me feel so out of touch, because I don't know who any of those are. Okay. Jane's Addiction. Watch Jane's Addiction. Debut. First new song in 10 years. So is the band called Watch Jane's Addiction? True Love is the band's first song since 2013. So Watch Jane's Addiction have a new album out, new song out in 10 years. Fair enough. I mean, if you were a Watch Jane's Addiction fan, that would be big news, because you've not heard anything in the last 10 years, and then all of a sudden they're releasing it. UK's entry for Eurovision. This is interesting because we are going to be listening to Australia's entry to Eurovision a little bit later on, because it is a band called Voyager, and we listened to a Voyager song about a year ago on the channel, and it was epic. They were really, really good. Not that, Australia is that very famous European country. I don't know how Australia have managed to get into Eurovision. But for those of you that are in America, how big is... I'm guessing Eurovision isn't very big at all in America, is it? Do you get any coverage of it? Is there any interest in it in America? I wouldn't imagine there is, but basically it's just a European song contest. And I think the rule is you have to be unsigned at the time of when the competition takes place. And it's usually very glam, very camp, but occasionally you get the odd really great song, really great artist. And, a lot of the time they don't do very well. But, yeah, those ones are really quite good. Eurovision Song Contest 2000 is set to be revealed tomorrow. Okay, so BBC have made an announcement. So we're not going to actually get to see. We're not going to get to see who's who. Okay, so the news is that it's being released tomorrow. Nick Cave to create a new installation. All right, okay. Okay, so I don't know any of these. Rolling Stone music news. This is probably a little bit more worldwide, isn't it? Christine and the Queens enlist Madonna. 070 Shake. Omar says, Tommy, hi. Hi, Omar. How are you, mate? Are you okay? Good to have you. Hope you're all right. At the minute, we are checking the latest music news, and we are seeing just how sheltered I am, because so far I don't know any of the people that they're talking about. And I said before that either I don't know who they're talking about, or I'll say, is that news? I didn't even know that was news. Good to see you again. Good to see you again, Omar. Even though I can't see you, but good to chat to you again. Thanks for coming around and thanks for watching the show. What we'll do a little bit later on is we're going to have a look at some news. We'll have a listen to some music. We're going to have a look at YouTube to see what the most trending reactions are, and basically see what the fuss is about. And that's kind of a weekly section that I want to do, which is what's all the fuss about kind of thing. David Valdez. Here's some important music news. Gary Rossington, founding and last living member of the original Lynyrd Skynyrd band, has died. Okay. When was that, David? Like, why is that not on these websites? When you say the original Lynyrd Skynyrd band, does that mean that their famous songs didn't have the same lineup? Or was there like a pre-mainstream, like the Lynyrd Skynyrd that everyone's heard of? Was there like a different band to originally? But yeah, why is that not in here? Like, news. Here we go. Rolling Stone news. Don't want notifications. Janet Jackson is to chronicle upcoming tour for new documentary Family First. Great. Jay Wheeler, Remy Wolf, Coffee and more to play Rolling Stone's Future of Music. Again, I don't know who they are. And I just feel so isolated. I feel like I'm just in this oblivious bubble. Bruno Mars, I know who he is. Brandy Carlisle and The Killers to lead 2023 Bourbon and Beyond Fest. Okay. Jane's Addiction debut, first one in 10 years. We saw that on the other website. Lil Keed's first posthumous LP is arriving this month. I mean, why have we not seen your news, David? Gary Rossington. Let's Google him, because I be the first to admit I don't know much. Well, I don't know anything about him. Gary Rossington. So he died on the 5th of March. 3 days ago. American musician and songwriter, he's best known as founding member of Lynyrd Skynyrd, in which he played lead and rhythm guitar. He was also the last living founding member of Lynyrd Skynyrd. Rossington was also a founding member of the Rossington Collins Band, along with former bandmate Alan Collins. Wow, okay. So, was he in the the final lineup? It sounds like it was. It sounds like he was. Rossington was one of 20 passengers who survived the October 20, 1977 plane crash that claimed the lives of Lynyrd Skynyrd members Ronnie Van Zant, Steve Gaines, Cassie Gaines, and 3 others. As the passengers braced for impact, Rossington recalls hearing what sounded like hundreds of baseball bats hitting the plane's fuselage as it began striking trees. Wow, okay. The sound got louder and louder until Rossington was knocked unconscious. He awoke sometime later on the ground with the plane's door on top of him. Days later, Rossington was informed in the hospital by his mother that Van Zant and the others had been killed. Rossington recovered from his injuries and played on stage again with steel rods in his right arm and right leg. Wow. That's actually crazy. So, by this time, they'd already released like Tuesday's Gone and Freebird and stuff like that, right? Or did that come afterwards? Was that with Van Zandt, Steve Gaines, Cassie Gaines? Here we go. David Valdez says their famous songs did have the same lineup. There was a 19... Oh, okay. I didn't see that comment until here. 1977 tragic plane crash that killed 3 band members and injured others. Chris Smith said, but they will still tour without him, just like many other bands that have no original band members. See, why is that not in the news? Why was that not on the news? This guy had a really crazy life. I'm just having a look here in the personal life section. He suffered a heart attack in 2015. And in 21 he had heart surgery. And then he passed away the other day. So, not only is in this huge band, he survives a plane crash, has a heart attack, and how old was he? Did it say he was 70? 71. 71. Wow. Okay. See, how do we find that in the news? I want to find the websites that are giving me that news. I don't want to know about what's the latest. Actually, what is the biggest music news right now? Let's find the important stuff. See, Billboard. I don't know whether Billboard is going to give it me. Right, okay. Selena Gomez shares a tweet throwback photo to her younger self. I get that it's International Women's Day, and I guess what she's saying in her tweet has importance for women all over the world and for her fans. And I don't want to come across as sounding insensitive or anything like that, but should that be the top of the page? Really? Something's happening with my scrolling. It's not happening. It's not working. I'm coming off Billboard because it keeps... Let's see what the Independent have to say, and then we'll go and have a look at what the trending music reactions are and see what the fuss is about. Glastonbury's headliners have been revealed, and there's people are kicking off because they're all male this year. So let's have a look at who the Glastonbury headliners are this year. I remember looking at them and thinking, oh. So we've got Arctic Monkeys, Guns N' Roses, Elton John, Lizzo, H, Goldfrapp, Alt J. Okay, so I'm guessing these are the headliners. Oh no, Lizzo's in there as well. But Lizzo's a woman, so I don't know what they're all kicking off for. Because the rest is in alphabetical order. David Valdez says, Chris is sadly 100% correct. They were already basically a tribute band with one original member. Okay. And I'm guessing the original member wasn't Gary. Had he already left the band by then? David and Chris? Chris Smith, Roger Waters is making everyone mad now. I love Roger, but he needs to stay in his lane. Why? What is he doing? What is he doing? Prof's here. Well, it doesn't look like he's here forever, though. Hey, Tommy, I'm finally here. Unfortunately, I'll be having to watch this after the stream. I just got down from the top of Stone Mountain, and I'm starving. Gonna find some food and head home. Stone Mountain. Let's Google. You make it sound like it's massive, Prof. Is it just going to be a hill? Is it just going to be a hill? We need to have a look at this. Image search, Stone Mountain. Ah, okay. No, it's big. Hey, that's cool. Etched into the rock. Hey, it's pretty big, isn't it? That's a good picture. That gives you this kind of scale. Okay. You go and find some food then, Prof. Like... Yeah, because how long did it take you? You can get in the comment section later on. I hope you're liking the stream so far, by the way, guys. And if you've got newbies in here, get into the comment section. Come and say hello. This is, like I said before, this is the first time we've done a stream for a long, long time. We're just kind of going to have a bit of a chat, a bit of a hangout. We'll listen to some music a little bit later on. But what we'll probably do every week is go through some of the biggest music news, which we're probably not going to find online, as we've already discovered. We're probably going to be relying on you guys to actually give me the important news, like members of legendary bands dying. And then we will have a look at some trending music reactions and see what all the fuss is about. And then we'll have a listen to some actual music. That makes it sound like the trending music reactions isn't actual music, but you know what I mean. Prof says it's the largest rock carving in the country, maybe the world. It's of Jefferson Davis, Robert E. Lee, and Stonewall Jackson. Took 30 minutes to power walk up. Oh, 30 minutes. That's good going. That's quite good going to do that in 30 minutes. That looks like it would take a lot longer than that. So good for you for doing that in 30 minutes. Right, okay. Let's have a look then at some trending music reactions. How should we do this? How should we do this? Should we put in the music reaction? Let's see what comes up. And if we sort it, let's do it by this week, because it's going to be a weekly thing. And let's do sort by view count. And so this is what we've got. That's not a reaction. These are actual just music videos. Oh, I saw that this has been released. Metallica, If Darkness Had a Sun. That might be one that we listen to soon. Stray Kids. Are any of these actual reactions to music? Okay, worst country rap song in existence. Reaction. We might not listen to it all, but I'm intrigued on why it's so popular. So if you're up for it, let's listen to it And let's see. Just before we do, I'm going to remember to turn Spotify down. And change. No, I don't need to change. I just need to turn Spotify down, don't I? Have you even got Spotify on this one? Has Spotify not been playing this whole time? Is this the first blunder of the stream? Can you guys not hear any Spotify music at the minute? Just playing like generic music. Transatlantic Whirlwind, what's up, y'all? How are you? You okay? Thanks for joining. That's the big thing that you can't hear no music. Why can't you hear no music? That's really strange. You can hear it there though, right? If I change it to this. Yeah, okay, right. So what I've done is I've added it to this screen when you see me, but the minute I change it to here, it stops. Okay. Right, okay, you hear it now. I might just keep it off. I might just keep it off for the time being and add it next week once I've done it properly. It was just meant to be something in the background, just to be nice and just kind of a bit of background music, just a bit of ambience kind of thing, and then we'll sort it for next week so that it'll be fine. It's basically whichever screen that I'm pointing at. I haven't added it to this particular one. So let's have a look at this really quickly. Worst country rap song in existence. Again, let me know if this video is too loud and I'll turn it down. It shouldn't be, but we'll see.
Companies of all sizes use BigQuery to uncover new insights from their data, like cost savings, operational efficiencies, and...
Alright, it seems today I woke up and chose violence. I identify as a reaction channel.
For now.
I don't want to watch this. Just kidding. Yes, I do. First things first, bro.
Oh, God.
I love how the most viewed thing on here is the first 2 seconds. And it started to decline after 1 second. Tell me you're paying for views without telling me you're paying for views.
Just before I carry on, how is that volume-wise? Could you hear that? Chris Smith said, check out the Roger Waters link. Pink Floyd co-founder Roger Waters has been slammed on social media over comments he made about Taiwan and Russia. Okay. Fair. I'll have a look at that. Transatlantic Whirlwind says it's a good volume. Okay, good to know. Right, let's jump back in then. I need two screens.
Gay. Literally.
So this is the worst country rap song in existence.
Do you have to start it like that? Whose truck is this, fool?
Way down in the holler, back in Kentucky, catfish on the line, clean it, throw it in the bucket, come on.
19 seconds, huh? I already want to jump out of a truck on the interstate doing 110. Oh, come on.
Okay. I've had enough because this is about him rather than the music. And this is what I don't really like about reaction videos. When the reactor is... I was going to say I don't like it when the reactor is the reason for the reaction video. Of course, the reactor should be the reason for the reaction video because it's all about the person's reaction. But when people do stuff like that, I don't know, it just doesn't seem very genuine at all. Maybe what we should be doing really is listening to the song that they're reacting to see why it was so popular. Yeah, I didn't like that. Yeah, Transatlantic Whirlwind, the song didn't sound too great. It didn't. But also, we was only like 30 seconds in, and he'd already paused to kind of ridicule the woman a few times, and I don't know, just I didn't like it. Tank the Tech, I don't know if you guys watch him. He's really good. He's reacted to Linkin Park Lost. And he's put here to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Meteora. Can never say that. Meteora. 20 years. No way was it 20 years since Linkin Park Lost. 20 years is crazy. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at Linkin Park Lost. Linkin Park Lost. Ugh, Transatlantic Whirlwind. I was 3 20 years ago. I was 16 20 years ago. Ah. And now I feel old. I feel old now. Right, let's have a look at this. Linkin Park Lost. We'll use a lyric video. Let me just make sure that we're all on the same screen. We are. Let's have a look.
What's the number one secret to making a hit song? Most producers think it's fancy studio equipment.
I'm going to have to cut those ads out.
Just a scar somewhere down inside of me, something I cannot repair, even though it will always be. I pretend it isn't there. I'm trapped in yesterday.
Nice melody. That's cool. Backing vocals. Okay, I had not heard that before. So that's cool. I don't think there was anything special about the song in particular. It was very Linkin Park. It had a nice melody in the chorus, a catchy melody, something that you could hear. But it was all right. It was okay. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why that was trending. Maybe it's just because it's Tank the Tech, and Tank the Tech's a huge reactor. Maybe he's the reason why. Chris Smith, 20 years ago, I was 31. Okay. Chris Smith sounds like all their previous stuff. It was very, very Linkin Park. I don't know what would set that apart from the rest of the music. And if you are watching this stream later, or what I probably will do is chop that out and have it as a Linkin Park reaction. If you're a Linkin Park fan, let me know, why was that song special to you? Was that a particularly popular song for Linkin Park fans? How did it do compared to other songs like In the End and stuff like that? Anything that you've got to kind of not give it context, but just to give it a bit more padding, because on first listen, like Chris kind of says, it sounds a little bit samey as the rest of the stuff. Yeah. So here we've got Doug listens to Toxicity. I've heard Toxicity before, so I don't know why that is trending. We've got the High Ren. High Ren seems to have just taken off. There's another one here. Another Ren reaction. The Hunger. I'd be really interested to listen to another Ren song. So for those of you that don't know who Ren is, I listened to a song called High Ren last week, and I'm a big Ren fan. I've been listening to his stuff for a while. But this High Ren, his latest song, is it's epic. It's more than a song. It is a performance. It's drama. It is videography. It is everything together. It's a story. It's poetry. It's crazy. I would highly recommend it. So I'm gonna watch Ren, The Hunger. Just need to find the actual song and not the reaction. Oh, that's because I've searched for the reaction. Ren, The Hunger. Here we go. So this was 5 months ago, so it's relatively new. And it's got 500,000 views so far. So Ren is a guitarist, a poet. He's also a rapper. He can sing. So I don't know what we're going to get in this song, whether it is going to be rapping, music, singing, a bit of guitar. I can't see a guitar on the thumbnail, but we'll see. And we'll see what his lyrical content is like.
Welcome to Bet365 Live Casino, where you play on real tables.
I don't know why they're giving me
dealers.
betting adverts. I've not
Play
placed a
roulette,
bet for about
blackjack, and
5
baccarat in our
years.
state-of-the-art live casino. You can even play Super Spin Roulette, our exclusive roulette game. Play for real at Bet365 Live Casino.
Here we go.
Poison in my veins lights a flame in my brain that maintains the pain that may change my frame of mind. Blind, I design rhymes intertwined, double time, genuine Frankenstein. I made a monster. Conquer, music scene, golden ticket, Wonka, conjure. Lyrics in my belly, I got thunder. Younger, everybody wishes they were younger. The older I'm getting, the more I feel the hunger. Belted like a welterweight, helter skelter, need Alka-Seltzer, alpha, beta, delta. I help you into the fall, I shelter, melt a mind at with these rhymes. I find you never felt a feeling like this, feeling me, believing I'm a demon, I'm a devil. Fuck the game, completed every level, I'm a vessel. For spirits, a channeler, on my lyrics, I'm a rebel. I raise my fist, the anti-capitalistic pissed, I revel. In society collapsing, fantastic, now pump the treble. Tick to the top of the tip of my tongue, and typing telepathy. Terrified them with the terrible telekinesis tantrum. I torture the enemies, flowing and flowing and growing and flowing. I swallow the flow like a Toblerone. I'm a feast on the flow, I'm a beast with the flow, then I'm switching it up and I'm taking it low. Giddy with the black heart in the car park by Primark, jamming Django, Reinhardt, living with a raw star, refine rats, to fine art, Vincent Van Gogh, I start making my mark. Like Frankie Sinatra, can call me Arthur. And my style is homegrown like growing Cali weed. Don't need no personal trainer, I got trainers on my feet. You know I got the soul in my bowl when I eat. You know I'm staying grounded when I grind up my beef. But if you got a problem, my brother, I might just put on some rubber gloves and just choke it till Larry's ruptures some blood that just bubbles up. And the bubbles just double up and you struggle. But luck is up cause I'm subtle at covering up the trouble. Cover up the crime scene, 1990, that's my scene. My teen years were spent rolling the Thai green. Obscene fiend in a pair of baggy jeans, putting backy with the green. Roll a fatty, dopamine starts flowing. My cerebellum glowing, the pendulum is slowing. I'm swinging and I'm swaying, but I don't know where I'm going. Mind running, Jesse Owens, hallelujah, Leonard Cohen. All the seeds that I've been sowing, slowly growing like trees. I grow, then I preach, scrap that I teach over beats. To all those that seek, teach on these streets. Streets can be bleak, but bleak was the place where I rose to my feet.
So that was Ren and the Hunger. I really want to like that song. I really want to because I think Ren is fantastic. And from a rapping perspective, that must have been incredibly difficult to do, technically. Lots and lots of rhythmical changes, precision, word use to meet the kind of syllables and the rhythm that he's trying to achieve. And he was able to do that effortlessly, which he gets all the props for. Maybe I need to know what he's saying because I couldn't make out what he was saying because I don't know what the message is that he's trying to portray. And maybe I like it better when Ren's playing guitar and there's a bit more live music behind him. From the lyrics that I did catch, it was a bit of like, this is who I am. And I think he referenced taking drugs and stuff like that. And I don't know. I just don't know whether lyrically it had as meaningful message as some of his other stuff. Transatlantic Whirlwind's got to go. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully see you again next weekend, next Wednesday, I should say. Yeah, thank you, and have a good week. Thank you, have a good week. And Chris said the video cost $75. Yeah, the video will have cost very, very budget. A lot of his videos are like that. It's just him and the camera, and that's it. Right, let's have a look at the Australian entry for Eurovision. I only found this out today from a comment on one of the YouTube videos. So I listened to a band ages ago called Voyager, and the song that I listened to is called Ascension. But someone commented today and said, have you heard that Voyager are going to be in the Eurovision this year? And I didn't know. When I listened to Ascension, it was fantastic. I loved it. So the fact that they're in Eurovision this year really gets me intrigued. And let me know, is Eurovision a big thing over there in America or wherever you are? It's not really a big thing in Europe, really. But once a year, it's nice to get Europe together to watch unsigned music for the night. But yeah, this is Voyager, and I think they are... Well, Ascension was like a... It's hard to describe. It was like a proggy... Not metal. But it... Let's just listen to this and make your own minds up. This is Voyager and their song Promise. And... yeah, let's have a look. Here we go.
Have you ever done anything like this before? Have you ever done anything like this before? If you've never done anything like this before, then you haven't been alive. Have you ever shut all the open doors? Have you ever just walked out on your own? Have you ever just lost your mind when you try to unwind? Or are you coming right back for more? I'm here tonight. Promise me you'll hold me till I die. I'm by your side. Promise me it's gonna be alright.
Oh,
Promise me it's gonna be alright. Promise me it's gonna be alright. Have you ever been alone too much? Have you ever prayed for human touch? Have
nice.
you ever just lost a little part of you to find a little something new? Cross my heart till the sky turns red at the sunrise. Since you told me everything's alright. Since you told me everything's alright. Promise me it's gonna be I'm here tonight. Promise me you'll hold me till I die. I'm by your side. Promise me it's gonna be alright.
Nice. Hey, that was really good. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. At first you get lulled into thinking that this is going to be an electric song, an electronic song, and then the guitars kick in. I really enjoyed that. Let's see what you guys think. Omar says all right. Is that you saying the song is all right, or are you just using the word from the chorus? What I did notice is the melody line that he chose. Da, 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 da. Go and listen to Ascension by the same band. The song that I listened to last time. It's pretty much the same melody line. So I don't know whether they've used that again because they know, Eurovision, for as cheesy and as camp as it is, the audience is hundreds of millions of people. So maybe they've taken the best bits of all the best songs and put it into this song as their chance to kind of like show the world what they've got. Did you not like it, Omar? Omar says double purpose. Did you just think that was alright? I really like that. I really like that. I really like that. So ironic. I'm just looking through YouTube here. Alanis Morissette ironic is apparently trending as a reaction, and I've not got any clue why. I don't know why someone would be reacting to ironic. Sorry, one of the doors have just squeaked, and I think my little girl is awake. So I'm just gonna see. If she is, I might have to go on, tuck her back in. No, Chris Smith, don't worry, mate. We won't be listening to ironic. We won't be listening to ironic. So yeah, you're safe. You're safe. I think ironic. This might be a hot take. I think it's overrated. Like, melody-wise, the catchiness of it, yes, it sticks in your head. But a lot of the lyrics aren't actually ironic. A lot of what she says, it's like this instead of this. The things that she's saying aren't actually ironic. My ex-wife loved Alanis, therefore I can't like her. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Even if you want to like her, you can't because of who liked her. Love that. Yeah, Alanis Morissette. Ironic. Yeah, I think it's a bit overhyped. What else was I thinking about listening to? I can't find it. What we're gonna do, I think, is we're gonna listen to this new Metallica song, and then I'm gonna have to call it a night because we are heading towards midnight, and I do have to be up early to take my little girl to school. And then I'll come next week better prepared. Although actually I quite like the kind of free, fluid. I mean, we can find a balance between being fluid and just listen to the odd stuff and being too regimented. But I think that's what we'll do. I'm really hungry. If you can hear my belly rumbling, I'm starving. Now, if Prof was here, I'm sure he'd say, you need to listen to this before you can listen to this, or he might have a problem with me listening to If Darkness Had a Son. So, Prof, if you are watching late, you'll have to forgive me. Omar, Prof is gonna like this. I'm hoping most of you will like it as well. But Metallica, If Darkness Had a Son, do I need to know anything before I listen to it? Prof was telling me that he doesn't really like this new album, but that Altai does. Have you guys heard any of the songs off the new album? What do you guys think of it? But let's do this. Get in the comment section whilst we've got this reaction up. And yeah, Metallica, If Darkness Had a Son. Now, I know why I'm getting NHS adverts. That's because of my strep infection that I had to call the NHS about this morning. So that's why I'm getting adverts for pharmacists. But yeah, before, when it was giving me the gambling adverts, I don't know why it was doing that. Hang on. I've just realised you can't see. You can't see. Here we go. Sorry about that. Okay. Catchy. Okay. Just listen to the chords there. Sorry, it's been 5 minutes, but listen to the chords in this section. They don't really belong to any key. They're just kind of like chromatically going down, maybe like a, not a semitone, but like a tone at a time. It's going like, for example, A to G to F to E, A to G to F to E. It's like creating this kind of downward spiral sound. There's loads and loads of like really subtle rhythm switches on the drum. And they've done it countless times in this song already. And it's interesting. They're playing so much on rhythm in this song. Everything seems to be focused on the downbeat. Temptation. Temptation. But then in the chorus, what switches that up is, if darkness had a sun, here I am, is on the offbeat. Darkness had a sun, here I am. They're just playing about with the rhythms a lot in this song. Like I said, lots of subtle drum switches, use of syncopation in the melody, and lots of focus on the downbeat elsewhere in the song. It's interesting, it's standing out to me, but it's subtle at the same time. Okay. If darkness had a sun, here I am. Temptation is... What was it? Temptation is his name? Something like that. thought that was alright. I thought that was okay. Catchy. Nice little riff. I thought the intro was a little bit too long, if I'm being honest. That was the main thing that was going through my head at the time. Intro needs to hurry along. There was nothing in the song that completely blew me away, or that hasn't sounded like something that I've heard before. It was alright. It was alright. That's... yeah. I mean, it's nice to hear some new stuff from them, and it's nice to see that they're still going and they're still writing songs. I said to Prof, though, the other day, can you imagine being 15, 16-year-old now and just getting into metal, and you're exposed to Metallica's new stuff, and for you, let's say If Darkness Had a Son is the very first thing that you're exposed to, and you're like, wow, this is immense. I love this. And then you realise that everything else that they've done, or everything else that everybody else has done. To give you an example, when I left school, I was exposed to, my first exposure to guitar music, really, was Public Service Announcement by Green Day. And I remember listening to it and going, this is great. I really like this kind of sound. And now I think about everything else that ever existed way before that song, and it's just like, I mean, I would have found that genre of that whole guitar side of music either way. It's just funny to me that Green Day Public Service Announcement is the thing, my gateway song into all the music that I love now. So, like, if you are a teenager leaving school and you go, If Darkness Had a Son, this is mental, and then you think, actually, no, they did all this other stuff, and there's all these other bands that have done all this other stuff for years and years and years. Like, If Darkness Had a Son is nothing compared to everything else that they've ever done. But yeah, that was alright. That was okay. Let's see what you guys... Oh, no. Was there no sound either? Shit, no, there wouldn't have been, would there? So I was sat there and I was talking about the adverts, and you didn't even know what advert I was being played, and I was bopping my head along to a song that wasn't there. Great. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for letting me know, though, Omar. That was good to know. They lost me after And Justice for All. Okay. Sounds like Linkin Park. Sounds too basic, but at least it is not as bad as Saint Anger or Load and Reload. Too long, too repetitive. Right, okay, Chris Smith, I've seen that you've asked for this a few times tonight. Kickstart My Heart, the real lyrics. I'm going to Google it. There we go, the real lyrics. Let me make sure that we're all on the right scene so that you can actually see and hear everything. Lucky for us, we missed the intro. Yeah. So when I'm saying, oh yeah, the intro was too long, you're like, I don't even know. I couldn't even hear it. Right. So you are on. Yeah, you can see YouTube in the bottom right. That's fine. You should be able to hear me. Cool. Right. I've got it. Kickstart the iHeart. The real lyrics. Is it this? Is this the right one? Is this a parody video? Are they gonna put like misheard lyrics on the bottom as subtitles? That's the kind of vibe that I'm gonna get from this. These aren't the lyrics. Is this someone is putting funny lyrics up on here because they also sound like that? Or is he just so knackered, so tired that he's just saying anything? See, I don't know how I would feel about that if I was there. On one hand, I think, would I be really annoyed because he's just not saying any of the words? Or on the other hand, would I not care because I know all the words and I'd just go and sing along to it? Like, he was literally just... He just wasn't saying anything. He wasn't saying anything. Oh, so Omar says that's the usual for him. So, I'm guessing there are actual lyrics to this song that, well, that's a silly question, that are different to what he's just said. And I'm guessing he was actually trying to say the proper words, but they were just coming out as noise. That was really bad. That was really, really bad. He was so tired. He was so tired. Yeah, Chris, they were so knackered. Loved it. Not in their prime. Motley 22 crew. Vince has never been a good live singer. I mean, if that's anything to go by, then yeah. That was funny. But yeah. Bill Nye 103 in my house. Yeah, what are the actual... So, Chris Smith, for that... Well, any of yous really. For that particular line, just for comparison, what is the actual line? Because I'm guessing it isn't Bill Nye 103 in my house. I did notice that he did that. So I'm guessing the word 3 is in his lyrics in the actual song. But just as an example, what is the line on that section? I'm going to put this out as a standalone reaction. And I noticed that the video cuts out the solo. And I know I'm going to get people commenting saying, can't believe you skipped the solo. Or something like that. People are going to be angry that the solo wasn't included in the video. I bet you. But yeah, that was Kickstart My Heart. The real lyrics. Obviously not the real lyrics though. So Chris said custom built bike doing 103. And that turned into Bill Nye 103 in my house. Okay. That was fun. I enjoyed that. Listen, guys, I am going to have to call it a day. It's midnight here. And I do have to be up at 7 o'clock to take my little girl to school. And I know that tonight hasn't been the smoothest of transitions of live shows tonight. But like I said right at the start, we are on new tech. I am learning that Macs are terrible for streaming. And the more that we do it, the easier it will become. I need to get a second screen. I've got a second screen downstairs, but I haven't got enough space for it on this desk. But yeah, I'm quickly learning that Macs are terrible for streaming because it's so difficult to control anything. But yeah, if you've liked it, then make sure you do press the like button. That really helps YouTube to know that people enjoyed it, and hopefully it'll push it out to other people. If you've got any comments, leave them in the comments section. If you haven't subscribed already, then do subscribe. And yeah, I'll be back again next Wednesday for another show like this. And yeah, until then, There'll be a few more reactions coming out later on this week. I'm going to listen to a few tomorrow and put them out as individual reactions. If you're into music making, or if you're into, you know, recording music at home or anything like that, then Monday nights is where we're going to do that. We're going to do Makers Monday videos. At the minute, they're a little bit quieter than the normal reactions, but that's understandable because a lot of the subscribers here are here for reactions. But if you are into music making, there's going to be a section on the Monday for that. And yeah, I will see you again next Wednesday. Motley Crue, confirm the lyrics. Custom built bike doing 103. My heart, my heart. Chris Smith, thank you. Thank you very much for tuning in. And thanks for everyone. Thanks for everyone that came tonight. That was really nice to see you. Nice to see you active again, Tommy. You need to do a Bandmade reaction. You know, Bandmade. Bandmade, they're the people that did Karate. No, that was Baby Metal. Oh, Bandmade is the band that I got a load of stick for because I said I didn't like the singer's voice. Yeah, maybe I do need to do a Bandmade video to give them a bit of a second chance, because I know that I annoyed a lot of people when I said that I didn't like her voice. Omar, thanks very much, mate. And thanks for tuning in. Have a good week. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you later. Right, guys, I am going to go. Good night. I will see you next week. Take care. Look after yourselves. All that jazz. And I'll speak to you all very soon. Good night, guys. Bye-bye.